Years after the brutal beating death of a Groveland teenager, her killer will argue tomorrow that he should be set free. Richard Baldwin was convicted back in 1994 of murdering Beth Brody. She was just 15 years old. He was 16. Our Mary Saladin spoke to Beth's family, fighting to keep her killer locked up.
The state had given us justice in 1994 when they sentenced him. And then when they changed the law for juveniles, they broke their promise.
Sean Elward and Don Santino can't help feeling betrayed. They're now bracing for a parole hearing that will put them in the same small room with the man convicted of brutally killing their sister, Beth.
He could be anywhere between 5 and 10 feet away from us.
Being in that same space. I mean, it's been 30 years since we've seen him or listened to him. It's going to be really one of the hardest things I've done.
The last time they saw Richard Baldwin was in 1994, after he had been convicted of bludgeoning Beth Brody to death. Brody, just 15 from Groveland, had simply refused his demands to be his girlfriend. At the trial, prosecutors told jurors an obsessed 16-year-old Baldwin threatened suicide and discussed his murder plan with a friend.
If I'm going to take myself out, I'm going to take somebody else out with me.
That friend became the government's star witness, testifying how Baldwin begged Beth to just come talk to him, but that he was actually waiting for her with a metal baseball bat.
This is premeditated first-degree murder. He had a plan, and he saw it through.
Baldwin was sentenced to life in prison, no parole, but a 2013 ruling by the state Supreme Judicial Court struck down juvenile mandatory life sentences as unconstitutional. Beth Brody's family has been actively fighting to keep her killer behind bars ever since.
And the parole board is not deaf to those pleas, and I think the parole board places great weight on the feelings of the families of these victims for whom there is no second chance.
I have spoken and told Beth's story hundreds of times. I can see the moment when somebody realizes that this could have been me and my family.
The last time Baldwin filed for parole back in 2019, he withdrew his appeal at the last minute. Tomorrow, Beth Brody's family plans to show up en masse to convince the parole board that Beth's murder still matters.